Love is a way of building to a crescendo. Ride if you will, ride it with me.
Good Tuesday morning to everyone. Hi, how are you? I know what today is, and I don't really want to get political again like I did last week, so I will just say go out and vote as if your daughters and granddaughters matter to you. That's it. All done. So, today we're going to do the Holy Cannoli in the Clever. Such a clever device. It sits in here with a rubber stopper right here at the bottom. When it's put on top of the lid, or when it's put on top of the coffee, like that, it releases the valve and it all comes out right here, and you can almost see the travel that it takes, because if we take a moment to look up the Clever's dress, we see the discoloration right there, and that's kind of where the coffee flows out. So it's a wonderfully simple but awesome device that makes wonderful coffee. And today it's going to make the last of our Holy Cannoli, which there should be about 30 grams left. I took the liberty. Okay, I need to pinch it just a little bit more there, and then I need to collect all my beans. We got about 30 grams of coffee, and gosh, it just smells so wonderful and like vanilla, and this is a good coffee. It's got, I don't know if this will put people off. Maybe if you grew up like me with grandparents that smoked an actual tobacco pipe, it kind of smells like that. I don't want to say the word cheap, but today, I think if you go into a cigar or tobacconist, it's like the cheap stuff that's up on overhead. Usually it's got some branding on it, like Mail Pouch, or I don't know if, well, Mail Pouch is chew. I don't know if they did pipe tobacco, but it's like the stuff that kind of smells like vanilla. It kind of smells like that. I don't know if that's off-putting or not. I would hope not. I have very fond and pleasant memories of my grandfather and his father, Pa, smoking. But then again, Pa also had a tobacco spittoon that was as old as he was, that he spat into, which I'm sure was a joy to clean out, because I'll bet it was just the greatest thing to clean out for Grandma. I'm sure she was really happy about that. Or maybe, oh, it's awful to think about. Maybe it was the one job Granddad had to do. Clean out your father's spittoon. Oh, he told me a story once in the 50s, because he was part of, I think he had a part in Korea, but far away. He was in Cuba, actually, loading aircraft onto an aircraft carrier in the early to mid 50s, I think is what it was. He smoked, so he was probably buzzing, or not buzzing, just kind of shaking a little bit. And as one of his buddies gave him some tobacco, not like the little rub snuff stuff, but like the leaves, the big chewing tobacco, and said, "Here, try this, maybe it'll help." And unfortunately, like 10 minutes after he got it in his mouth, he had to go down into the decks in the aircraft carrier to do something, and there was no place where he could spit it. So it made him sick. He got sick. He said he was throwing up over the side of the aircraft carrier for like hours after that. So he never touched chewing tobacco ever again. But since his father did it, and probably his grandfather before him, he just thought, you know what, I'll just try it. I'll just throw it in, and maybe it'll help. It'll help my nerves a little bit. And no, it made him throw up. Which is a wonderful life lesson for all you kids out there. Let's grind this up at about let's do a half and half. Let's do about 20. We'll see what kind of pieces we get out of that. I think I started saying something and I switched gears immediately in the middle of it. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. That looks pretty good for a coarse grind. I ordered the sample pack, the holiday sample pack from Bones Coffee. So we've got that coming in probably, since I ordered it yesterday, probably next week. So we're going to have Christmas-themed coffee coming in the sample packs in the little 4 ounces. So I'm pretty excited about that. Some of the flavors are going to be interesting. There's one that's a white chocolate peppermint, and I'm not really a fan of white chocolate, but I don't... Indy's not a fan of white chocolate either. But we're gonna have that. I don't know how that's gonna taste, but I do know peppermint's nice. So it'll be an interesting taste sensation. And then there's a couple other ones. Some of them that I was kind of iffy on. I don't know. I think there might be a gingerbread one. I don't know. We will go through them, take a taste of each one. I will use the Clever, I think. I mean, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I mean, the Chemex gives you a lot more flavor. So, and with the Bones Coffee, you kind of want every ounce of flavor out of it. So we may do the Chemex. We'll see. We'll see. All I do know is that this cat is a mess. An absolute mess. Yuck. Oh, you see that? He's gonna come get my leg. He's gonna get my foot. And passed it off like he was chasing. Yeah, he's done that before. And it's funny. It's funny and very cute. I've rubbed him, and then I've stopped, and then he's like, how dare you stop rubbing me? And then he'll swipe at me, and it's really funny. He loves to do it. He loves to do it through the bars over there on the stairs. So, all right, 30 grams in. Let's do a little bit of a cheeky pour here, and then we'll put it up to about, we'll see if we can get 450 out of it. It smells wonderful. The Indiana Jones coffees have fallen off. So the Fallout stuff is still there. The Star Wars stuff is still there, but the Indiana Jones coffees, the Scotcheroo, the Burning Crusade one, and then all of the other ones seem to have fallen off and aren't available on Bones Coffee anymore, which is kind of a bummer. But, you know, they're special editions, you know, or limited editions is what they're supposed to be. So, you know, that's just what you do with a limited edition. You limit the edition. It's in the name. We're going to get, that's good, 450. I'm going to a little paper towel. Try to mop up the hot water I just spilled all over before it gets down into the electronics. I'm sure it's got a little bit of a, here I said that and then I did that. Okay. Let's get it, let's make it, it's, danger, 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 Will Robinson. That's not what he said. He didn't sound like Grover and Oscar the Grouch all together. Jesus. I haven't started a timer. It's all falling apart right now, man. It is all falling apart right now. Okay. Put you back up on here. Don't touch you the bottom. Somehow now we have, right, okay. Oh well, whatever. I know we've got about 450 in there, so it'll be all right. Minus a couple of drops, probably. There you go. Just to feel better. And yeah, that was hot. So, anywho, I've got those ordered. Oh, and there's this wonderful place. I don't know how to pronounce that. Mjomii. It is a Japanese. It is a dessert and coffee house. It is located at 2560 Bethel Road. Here is a QR code if you wish to take a look. Delicious coffee. And they're macarons, or macaroons, however you wish to pronounce that. I've seen people grossly mispronounce them, but I have always called them macaroons but they look like macarons, I guess. I don't know.
Macaron. Macaron. Macaron.
I say macaroon, and people probably look at me like I'm crazy. So here are all their flavors, and there were 6 in here. We shared one, and now there are 2 left. So, so I'm going to have a macaroon while this is brewing. I better start that up. We'll let it go for 2 more minutes. But yeah, so I don't know how to pronounce that. I won't try. But it's this Mjomii, and it's the beautiful, delicious coffees. The staff there is so kind. I believe it's a daughter and running the place, and her mother and father are back there making coffee. And they've got some of the coolest coffee apparatus back there. It's just absolutely fantastic. Pour overs, and the grinders are really cool to look at. And it's a well-oiled machine. There can be a line out the door, and you're just trucking along, and they're fulfilling orders as quickly as possible. As quickly as you can brew a cup of coffee, you know? The macaroons in boxes, they're just pulling them out of the display case. But the coffee's at coffee speed. You can't rush good coffee. Do you want it now, or do you want it right? That's a customer service thing. Do you want it now, or do you want it right? So, think about that when you're trying to rush somebody who's actually handcrafting you something. And these macaroons are just, I don't know what kind this is. They're buttery. That might be the lemon. Okay, lemon. But even with the lemon taste, they're buttery. The cookie outer shell is deliciously chewy and fun. And it's just flavorful all the way through. Yeah, it's lemon. And they're so good. Or maybe it's a yuzu. Sometimes it's hard for me to tell when it's in a cookie if it's a lemon or like a yuzu. So sometimes they just sweeten it up so much. I get the tartness lost. So there's no tartness in this. It just tastes like citrus. And they're little cute little things. And their coffees are delicious. You get iced or hot. They've got these wonderful teas. It's just a wonderful place to go. On Bethel Road, right next to this fantastic Indian restaurant that has the best buttered chicken. And their naan, the garlic naan, is just, so good. Their lamb, the lamb is tasty. Oh my gosh. Hang on. I'll look up the name of that. So here's Bethel Road. There's the dessert coffee house I was just talking about. And then right here, Awad India Restaurant. Good stuff. Friendly, nice, kind, more than happy to help you understand. Bring out these delicious crackers to start with. Nice flat crackers seasoned with whatever spices. And then they've got those fried vegetables in tempura. They're really good. Such a great place to go. I didn't stir this. Hopefully that won't hurt anything. I don't think it will. But yeah, lots of good stuff down Bethel Road. Tons of great things if you're in this area. There's just something about it. The cannoli. I mean, it just tastes like it just tastes really creamy and nice little vanilla hit. It's just so good. So join me tomorrow. We'll celebrate the end of political ads on your TV with a discussion about something that happened to me regarding Kickstarter. I've only ever done, prior to this, I'd only ever done Kickstarter for 2 things. One is for riff tracks, of course. And then the other one was for a Spawn. And I don't even know why I did it. I mean, Spawn's okay. I don't mind Spawn. I don't follow Spawn. I don't have any Spawn comic books. I've watched the HBO TV series. I've watched the movie a couple of times with John Leguizamo. They're good, but I don't follow them like I would follow an Incredible Hulk. I have Incredible Hulk comics. But for some reason, I got a wild hair, and McFarlane put out a 3-set backed by a Kickstarter, and I just pledged to the Kickstarter so I could get the 3 pieces. And they're downstairs in a box. I had them on display for a little while, and then I needed more room for my Star Trek crap, so I had to put them back in the box. So it's just sitting in a box right now. But it's like 3 different spawns in these giant clamshell boxes that you can just open. There's no tearing of anything. You just open them up, and you can put them out, and you can set them up, and they're kind of posable. They got a big flowy cape. They got a comic book in the back. They've got accessories, and then they've got a Todd McFarlane hand-signed plaque in one of them. So it's cool. I thought it was neat at the time. For some reason, I just decided I'm going to have that, and now it's like in a box sitting, and I don't really need it anymore. I was thinking about taking it down to Big Fun and see what they could do for me. I do know I looked on eBay, and the prices for them are just all over the place. The campaign was incredibly successful, over the top successful. And so I'm sure all of the people that could ever want, because they weren't expensive. I think it was like 3 of these incredibly deluxe figures, a bunch of different heads for them, and accessories, and a signed McFarlane plaque, and these clamshell things. And I think it was only like $120, $140 to get all 3 of them or something like that. It wasn't outrageously expensive. Now, he just did another one where the price went up. I would say about, it doubled. I would say the price doubled to get all 3 figures. So, and they just didn't appeal to me at all. But I'm pretty sure that was an incredibly successful campaign again. So hopefully, this is a good way for him to continue doing whatever he does. I know that the sculpting of all of the things that he's done is super good. So anyway, thank you for watching today. I'll bring that up tomorrow. We'll talk about that tomorrow. I'll have slides. Definitely the first time I had ever experienced this kind of a thing, and it's definitely a cautionary tale for folks that want to buy this kind of stuff, or pledge this kind of stuff for a certain type of thing on Kickstarter, or any of those sites that are geared like Kickstarter, where you're funding a product that is basically in the here's a picture of it stage. So, and that's all we got. Okay, that's good. That's a good day. I hope you all get out there and vote. Have a plan, as they say. My plan was mail it in. Matt's plan was to go early, and he was in and out incredibly quickly. I'm hoping that if you decided to wait until today, or had to wait until today for whatever reason, I hope that it goes smoothly and without discomfort. And I want you to remember that you are the only person in that voting booth. No one is there with you. So whomever you vote for, it's your choice and your decision alone. Don't let anyone pressure you, because like I said, when you're in that voting booth, it's just you. Bear that in mind. We will talk to you tomorrow. I hope you have a great day. Have a good night, whatever time you're watching this, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.